I'm officially monetized.
Perfect. Show me the money.
I want to thank you guys so much for being a part of my community and for helping me achieve this feat. I couldn't have done it without you guys commenting, watching, interacting, and kind of building our small and mighty community. Thank you guys so much. It means the world to me. There's so many different travel YouTubers out there. There's so many different things you can be doing with your time. So I'm greatly appreciative that you chose to spend some time with me. I am gonna go into the monetary side of things and I'm gonna break everything down in YouTube Studio. So if you don't wanna hear me ramble on and on about how I got to where I am right now, you can click on this timestamp and this will take you right to all the numbers and everything uncut inside YouTube Studio. So now for the 7 people that are still here, I can go over just a brief history of my journey on YouTube. When I was younger, I was doing different skits and just different little kind of jokey prank videos with my friends. Fast forward about, I don't know, a couple decades later, I was getting a haircut with one of my friends, Ryan, and I was talking about how, I always wanted to do YouTube and I always wanted to do, videography. And he was very blunt with me and said, well, why don't you just do it right now? And that was the first time anyone really challenged me on that. And I was like, there's really nothing stopping me. So I had an iPhone, I had a trip planned to LA. So that's where I vlogged my first YouTube video. And that got pretty good praise. I was like, okay, maybe I have something here. And I really enjoyed the feedback I got on that and it was fun making it. So after getting a little bit of rhythm on YouTube, I was posting some random travel videos. I knew that's what I wanted to do. I had this idea for making like a viral video. I was working for Amazon at the time and I was a delivery driver. And I spent literally like 6 months formulating this video, getting the footage. I took the Amazon van to the car wash so that it could be nice and clean so that I could get these very crisp, clean shots of the van and as well take photos of it. So I put so much dedication in that video and I was like, this is gonna be my meal ticket. It's gonna get 1 million views. People are just gonna love it. And it flopped. Okay, maybe it didn't flop, but it didn't get 1 million views. I think it got maybe like 10, 15,000. It got a lot of good traction. There was like Amazon people commenting on it and they thought it was like really funny and like a good representation of what a day in the life was, but it didn't do the numbers that I thought it was gonna be. And I kind of had to go back to the drawing board and realize, oh man, like this is gonna take a little bit more effort and a little bit more strategic planning to get to monetization because that video did not get me where I needed to go. So then I started doing the travel videos. I went to Merida, started to grow some following, realized I really like that kind of digital nomad lifestyle and kind of documenting my journeys and documenting real estate as well. Fast forward, I went to Malaysia and then that's when everything changed for me. I was able to see a great increase in my view count, watch time, just overall engagement on my channel started to increase. That Malaysia content helped me so much that I officially became monetized on December 25th, 2024. I will disclose the exact amount of money I made on that day, so stick around because that will be revealed later in this video. But it was just the best Christmas present ever because I tried so hard so many different times. It was an incredible feeling. It was an incredible feeling because this was something that I was working hard towards. And finally, after, my 70-ish video, I finally became monetized and I kind of had that weight taken off my back because then now I could focus more on creating content that I feel like I could just put out there as opposed to like thinking, okay, is this video actually gonna blow up? And just focus on putting out good content. So now we're gonna jump into YouTube Studio and I'm gonna reveal all the numbers behind how much I've made since I've been monetized on YouTube. We're in YouTube Studio now. I got monetized on December 25th, 2024. And since then, I've made a grand total of $164.96. Kind of wild. And if you notice down here, I have not published a video since I got monetized. So let's take a look. The first day I got monetized was Christmas last year, and I made 35 cents. And then we jumped up to 80 cents for the second day. Let's see, yeah. Then 47 cents the next day after that. Let's see, what was the biggest day I made? I made $1.39 on December 29th. Wow. And then here we go down here, $1.45 on Tuesday, February 4th. So as you see, you know, making maybe 50 cents a day on average from here. And what's kind of crazy is if we go to the content and my best performing video, let's see. My best performing video was this Kuala Lumpur. We got 54,000 views and almost 3.6K watch time, and this revenue is $100. So I made $100 just from this one video. And what's kind of crazy is that this video was kind of a mashup of previous videos, and I just condensed it to make it a little bit more streamlined. And this one was my best performing video of all time. So kind of going back to that Amazon video is that sometimes when you put a lot of effort into something, it doesn't necessarily mean that amount of effort is going to be rewarded in terms of viewership or monetization. Sometimes working smarter will lead you to a better result. So yeah, this video was kind of nuts. Almost 500 subscribers from that, and average view duration was 4 minutes. Average percentage view was 33.4%. I know Mr. Beast is at like 60%, so we still have some ways to go. But this video right here basically got me monetization. So a lot of my income is coming from the watch paid ads. And those are the advertisements you see that roll before you watch the video. They roll in between clips as well. So that is where a majority of my money is coming from. But if you have YouTube Premium, you do not see ads. So I get a little bit of that premium you pay on a monthly basis as well. And then you can see by earnings by ad type, majority, 60% of the money that I'm making is coming from skippable video ads. And you can see how much advertisers pay. So for every 1K views, an advertiser is going to pay $12 to show their advertisement on my channel. That's pretty much it. That's all there is to it. I'm not posting as frequently right now because YouTube is not my #1 priority. I've been fully booked out this year for weddings, so I've been all over Washington State shooting weddings and growing that side of the business. And then I also have a full-time corporate job as well. So right now my main motive is, or me and my wife's main motive is to save as much money right now so that we have more freedom and more flexibility in the future. Even though I may not be posting consistently now, I will eventually start to pick that back up and create more travel content. Ideally, my end game is to be a full-time YouTube content creator. So once that time comes, you'll be able to expect a lot more content from me. So right now it's just kind of building the monetary base so that me and my wife can live relatively comfortably and not have to worry about monetizing this YouTube channel, because I don't want to take on any brand partnerships or promote some type of, athletic greens or some type of, product that I don't personally use just to make money. I want things to be very authentic and not to feel like there's some type of monetary incentive behind the content that I push out. So now I'm going to offer 3 practical tips for YouTubers that are starting out. I get it. I have 1.6K subscribers. What does this guy know? What does he have to teach me? Completely valid, but I'm still going to offer my opinion. And here are the 3 best pieces of advice that I can give anyone that's struggling to get monetized. The first way is to create searchable content. When you go to YouTube, it's almost like an extension of a Google search. People are learning, they want to know how to do something. They have some type of pain or some type of problem that they need to go to YouTube to solve. So you have to figure out, what problem can I solve that will be searchable on YouTube? You have to offer some type of value, you know, whether it's your travel expertise, whether you're a handyman, maybe you're really good at car mechanics and you can like tear apart a car and put it back together. You have to offer some type of value. And at first, entertainment is gonna be a difficult value because people don't know. Yeah, there's people like 𝗦𝗓𝗦𝗕𝗥𝗦 and, you know, these various streamers. And yes, they made a whole career off just being entertaining, but being a small content creator, it's harder to gain traction with just making vlog content, because if you're searching on YouTube, the chances of you clicking on some random person's Cancun trip or like vlog trip, it's not that highly probable that you're gonna click on that content. Whereas, you know, if you're planning a trip to Cancun, you may click on 5 things to avoid in Cancun, or top 5 places to stay in Cancun. It wouldn't really matter the size of the followers that you have. Keywords are also very important. So whatever your niche is, look up what keywords are trending in your area and make sure that you're including them inside your titles. Maybe even put 3 or 4 important words in the thumbnail, and as well as making sure you're saying those keywords in the beginning of your video. The second piece of advice is to focus on your thumbnail and title first and not the reverse. A lot of my lower performing videos, I've noticed the trend that I shot it first and then I tried to figure out what the video was about and what the thumbnail will be. And even though the video may have been good, it just was not packaged properly because I was scrambling to figure out a catchy title or reshoot a thumbnail when I was like out of that area and I couldn't make it connect to the video. So first, and this is what I learned from Mr. Beast, because he scripts out all the thumbnails and titles first and then shoots the content. So if it's good for him, it's definitely good for us. And my third and final piece of advice is do the prep work. Just like in cooking, the prep work can take the most time, but once you have everything prepped, it can make shooting the video and creating the content so much more fluid, because you're not rambling, you're not going on and on tangents, you're hitting your points and you're moving on, and you're respecting the viewer's time and attention span. Even though you may have a structured video, you still want to add pockets of spontaneity to let your personality come out and make sure people get a feel for your sense of humor and your kind of personality, so that people feel like a connection towards you as well. So thank you guys for tuning in. Keep going, guys. I know you can do it. It is easy to get caught up in comparison. You know, whenever I see a Sam Kolder video, it makes me want to just smash my camera and be like, I'm completely child's play when it comes to his drone videos and all that. But comparison is really the thief of joy. You really want to focus on, are you getting better week after week, upload after upload? Are you seeing your progression go, you know, in the right direction? And that's the only thing that you need to focus on. You can control the quality of your work. You can control how frequently you upload. But sometimes the YouTube algorithm is just not going to do you any favors, and you don't want to stay discouraged because it can get down. Like there was points where I was just like, am I ever gonna get monetized? But you just have to continue getting more shots on goal, and the more that you create, the better you become at it, and you learn tips and tricks along the way. So you guys can do it, keep going. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Be yourself and you'll make a difference. Peace. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. This is gonna take forever.